And welcome back to our Tournament of Champions. There you go. And I'll be right back with our next bout. Oh. Yeah, that was a group called Whitestone. I was in that group, by the way. That's my music, so I don't want to hear anything about copyright, this, that, or the other. Now, okay, in our Tournament of Champions, we have the next bout, Evander Holyfield versus Jack Johnson. All right, so here's the stats on Evander Holyfield, AKA Real Deal Holyfield. Born October 19th, 1962. Started out as a light heavyweight. Started boxing 1984 to 2011. The only four-time heavyweight champion, the WBA, WBC, and IBF champion. In those years of 1990 to 92, 93 to 94, 96 to 99, 97 to 99, 2000 to 2001. His strengths, he was tenacious, well-conditioned. Now, everybody talked about Evander's body, how this guy was just chiseled. A good puncher, described as a warrior, so well-conditioned. He is another one of these guys who the first punch he hits you with, the power of that is going to be the same power you're going to receive in the last round. You know, he's that well-conditioned. The tail of the tape. Evander Holyfield, 6 feet 2 inches tall, 205 to 215, with a 78-inch reach. He defended his title 7 times. Okay. Now, what do we know about Jack Johnson? John Arthur Johnson, born March 31st, 1878. He passed away actually in a car accident, actually, and March 31st. March 31st is when he passed away. He was champion from 1908 to 1915. 2,151 days he held that. He was 68 years old when he passed. Another nickname was the Galveston Giant. 95 total fights with 72 wins, 38 KOs, 11 losses, 11 draws, and 3 no contests. That's, you know, a lot of those sloppy 11 losses, 11 draws and stuff came, you know, when he by all purposes, he was done fighting. He was just hanging on to get some money. Defended the title 17 times. He won the title from Tommy Burns, who he stopped in round 14 at the age of 30 years old. He was described as smart, cunning, with a powerful left hand, and a great defensive fighter. Tail of the tape, always my favorite. 6 feet, 1.5 inches tall, 200 pounds, with a 74-inch reach. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying inch, but that's what he brought to the table. Now this fight, I have the two of them entering the ring, and Johnson being on the defense, as Holyfield being the aggressor and being the bigger man, is pounding away with lefts and rights, finding Johnson hard to hit from time to time, Johnson countering with good power. You know, those guys from the old days, you know, they didn't have the training regimen that we have today and the equipment and so forth. But these guys, in those days, you know, they could just do stuff. They were just raw-boned, strong guys that, you know, oh yeah, for a living he carried 200-pound blocks of ice up flights of stairs, and you know, that wasn't a workout. That was just his job that he did when he wasn't boxing, you know. So these guys had freakish strength and so forth. And so this fight plays out all the way to the 7th round, when eventually Evander Holyfield catches up with Jack Johnson and stuns him. Johnson gets up because of the stamina this man has. And mind you, in these days, I mean, Jack Johnson could go, you know, 26 rounds which is just crazy. So to go 15 rounds for a championship, you know, he's just getting warmed up. But this fight goes into the 11th, where Evander's size, strength, and relentlessness finally wears Jack Johnson down, and he beats Jack in the 11th round, TKO. Okay, so we're gonna move on from there, and we got some great fights ahead of you. So we'll come back to the Tournament of Champions, and there you have Evander Holyfield coming out on top, beating Jack Johnson. Catch you in the next. And remember, oh yeah, like and subscribe so that I can get a budget going and do more of these. I have other films I have coming up on who the GOAT is in the NBA and all different other types of topics I want to get into. And so I appreciate your support. And thank you for joining me for Mark My Words. Catch you next round. Bye.